Welcome everybody. I'm back. How's everyone's days doing? It's been a long time, but now I'm finally back. It's been a long journey for me. First, communion and confirmation. Very interesting stuff. Catholic things. I'll probably go into more detail in a later video, but today is not that's not for today right now. Just here, gonna chill and play some games, and that's really all it. You already know how it is. If you guys haven't been seeing my videos or streams for a long time, you know how we always start every stream. At least that's kind of a tradition I've been doing lately. I'm not exactly sure when I started, but I just been doing it. St. Michael's Prayer. St. Michael, the Archangel, defend us in battle. Be our protection against the wickedness and snares of the devil. May God rebuke him, we humbly pray, and to do thou, O Prince of the heavenly host, by the power of God, cast into hell Satan and all the evil spirits who prowl around the world seeking the ruin of souls. Amen. You know, today is also the feast day of Saint Barnabas, who was a companion of Paul. And I guess today, you know, I'll also do a little bit from the Vespers. Not the entire Vespers, but part of it. At least like the entrance and the song that accompanies it. Greatly we honor the exalted triumph of Christ as apostle, crowned with all his merits, faithful to Jesus. Barnabas once suffered violence and torment. Gracious and noble, he renounced his farmlands, that a new people might abound and prosper. First known as Christian, strong in faith and kindness, loving and joyful. Gladly observing Paul in all his greatness, he found and brought him to combine their labors. Moved by the spirits, they traversed wide regions, faithful companions. He spared no labor, seeking Christ with fervor, baptizing many, fostering them with goodness, till he proved worthy of the palm of victory, shedding his lifeblood. Through the petitions of so great a servant, give us the strength, Lord, to pursue salvation. that we may ever sing your praise together, dwelling in heaven. Amen. Psalm 22. Romans chapter 15, verse 13. May God, the source of our hope, fill your hearts with peace as you believe in him. Now Psalm 62. In God alone is my soul at rest. My help comes from him. He alone is my rock, my stronghold, my fortress, I stand firm. How long will you all attack one man, to break him down? As though he were a tottering wall or a tumbling fence. Their plan is only to destroy. They take pleasures in lies. With their mouth they utter blessing, but in their heart they curse. In God alone be at rest, my soul, for my hope comes from him. He alone is my rock, my stronghold, my fortress, I stand firm. In God is my safety and glory, the rock of my strength. Take refuge in God, all you people. Trust in him at all times. Pour out your hearts before him, for God is our refuge. Common folk are only a breath, great men an illusion. Placed in the scales they rise, they weigh less than a breath. Do not put your trust in oppression, nor vain hopes on plunder. Do not set your hearts on riches, even when they increase. For God has said only one thing. Only two do I know, that God alone belongs to power, and to you, Lord, love, and repay, and that you repay each man according to his deeds. Glory to the Father, and to the Son, and to the Holy Spirit, as it was in the beginning, is now, and ever shall be, world without end. Amen. That out of the way, it's time for us to get started. Alrighty. How does this sound? I think it doesn't seem to be too loud. Fix my chair. Got myself a little office. My Steam Deck dock came in today, which is very nice, but what's not nice is my USB 3.0 is not working. It doesn't connect very well to the capture card, so I have some games on my Steam that I would like to play, but unfortunately they cause problems on my computer. Like, for example, let me lower this real quick. One game that I would like to play is Prototype. The issue with Prototype is that since it's an old game, and old games are kind of wonky when you play them on new computers, it locks my desktop. I can't do anything. And because of that, I can't alt-tab, and I need to be able to alt-tab when I'm streaming, because I have to go back and forth, making sure that the volume is okay. It's just a big problem. It just doesn't work out that well. Okay, let's see who's in the chat. It just doesn't work. Nobody's in the chat. I don't think anybody's gonna come here. Alright. I don't know why I'm hearing like a little bit of like Legend of Zelda. Okay. So I was already playing a little bit of this game already. But today we're gonna start anew. So we're in this jail. We don't know how we got here. That's really it. So, this is how the game starts. You're just in a jail. That's really it. Escape from the jail. Let me see. I remember how to do this. Okay. You're gonna see a lot of that from me today. I'm not good at wall jumping. I forgot how to wall jump. There we go. It's kind of finicky, yeah. I don't know why they decided to do wall jumping like this. It's like the most bizarre thing. I'm not talking about the people who made this mod, because this is a Mario 64 mod. This is a Mario 64 problem. I mean, you know, being one of the first platformers, you know, there's only so much you can do. You do it. It's way more easier to do something when somebody else already did it than you do it for the first time. And of course, there's many to be learned from last time. Mario 64. That's neither here nor there. Also kind of mundane. Sometimes it's good to remember those type of mundane things. Now, let's see. What are we going to talk about? I'm not going to talk about anything faith-related because if people come in here and start to ask questions, I want to be able to answer the questions. It's like, Dargo, what does that mean? Well, I don't know. That's just that. And that's not it. I want to be able to answer questions if people ask me. So, still learning of many things. In reality, when it comes to Catholicism, you're always a lifetime learner. There's so many things. And there will never be like a stop, like an end to things to learn. There'll always be material. And now we're running into our first problem here. I can't get out of here. Okay, I think if I can't backflip into it, so I have to do the wall jump thing. Will this be easier if I do it from here? Kind of. Let me try that now, actually, if I do it like this, like at an angle. Okay, but I have to pull it off though. Okay. Man. I don't understand, like every single time I do the wall jump, I don't exactly know what I'm doing. Like, is it that I press the jump button as soon as I touch the wall? Like, how does this work exactly? Come on, man. I almost had it right there and I threw it away. Okay, finally. Okay, so what we have to do is that we have to make these eye guards. We have to take them out because one of them has a key to an area that we're about to go to. Okay, here we go. We gotta do this again. At least this one's a little bit easier. Not exactly. Well, yeah. I'm gonna wait for him to turn around. Okay, there we go. Come on. That's the thing, like, I always get hit. Come on, move. Come on, move. You'll get your health back. There we go. That's another problem. I always do that. I'll always get hit. Beep boop. Okay. So, one question that I don't think anybody's asking, but if anyone's interested, where have I been, bro? Oh my goodness. I gotta do this again. Where have I been? Well, I've been doing college stuff, really. So, that's what I've been up to. I mean, a lot of college stuff. A lot of catechism classes. And I just wanted to take time to myself. I mean, honestly, like, it's not like anything... What's it doing here? Oh, no, that's not a real door. Wanted to take time to myself. It's not like anybody is waiting on me or anything. There is no obligations in terms of streaming, because I don't have to worry about nobody anymore. I don't have to worry about anything, about any person, about what that person did and what that person said. That's not my problem anymore. But that is kind of like a that's kind of like a, well, duh. Outside of that, college, reading, been reading the consecration to Our Blessed Mother by, it's not called that, consecration to, let's see, True Devotion to the Virgin Mary by St. Louis de Montfort, and then I also have Life of Christ by Fulton Sheen. Two very good books. The True Devotion is part of my classes that I'm taking. I have to get that consecration done. And then the Life of Christ is exactly as it sounds like. It's explaining the life of Christ in a lot of detail. And it's by Fulton Sheen. Okay, let me head through this. Oh wait, I can't, because I don't have a star yet. Okay. So this is this boss. Oh, don't fall off the stage, please. And I fell off the stage. And I fell off the stage. Whoops. Don't fall off the stage, please. There we go. I don't know why it's a Sonic sound effect, but I guess that's kind of like a hint as to who put us in here. Because in the beginning we heard some like Link music and like Legend of Zelda music, and now it's like Sonic. And the music playing right now may be a reference to another game. I don't know, because I don't really play a lot of games. I'm very limited in the games I play. Even though I have a lot of games. If you look at my library, I have a lot of games. But I don't play them. I have a lot of games I don't play. So yeah, you tried to escape, but there's really nowhere to escape to. Look at the chat. Anybody in chat? Nope. Okay. Alright, let's get back. Alright, this is the first stage. This stage, I'm gonna tell you right now, is intense. This stage is insane. Like, this right here is annoying enough as is, and now it just got worse. It just got worse. Okay, there we go. Come on. Ooh. Yeah, that's the... That is one of the problems, as you see. So I gotta hit the thwomp. Obviously, thwomp a boss battle is not hard. Anybody who played Mario 64, they know that. It's this stage that's annoying. Bro, I can't land a wall. Bro, come on now. I'm about to... Man. Get over there. There we go. Okay. This is definitely a reference to a game I never played. But I would know. What would I know? Come on, bro. You gonna stay there? Oh, I don't even have to jump. I can just stay on the thing. Okay. There we go. Okay. No. Ooh. Okay. Okay. That was a lot more harder the first time I did it. Yes. I don't know. Sometimes there's times where, like, I play better off camera than I do on camera. I guess this is a time where it's the other way around. Alrighty. Yeah. In terms of exploration within the hub world, there's really not much to explore. I think there's this over here, but I don't have enough stars. No, I need a key to open this. And I need 4 stars to do that. But this right here, you're gonna see. That right there is intense, but we're not gonna get to that anytime soon. There's 1 star I can get here and then it would be enough to open it, but we're gonna do a couple more stars here before we head over there. So there's this path over here, so this is a very long stage, and there's like a lot of different paths. And where does this lead to? Oh, okay, I guess there's this star too. But we're gonna get this star, and then we're gonna do something else. We're gonna do the stage. Alright, I'm dead. Okay, let's try that again. I mean, luckily it lets me just play right off where I started. I don't have to go all the way back and get back into the stage. That's a bit of a convenience, but it's not as much of a convenience as you think it's gonna be. It's not as convenient as you think it's gonna be. Okay. Oh! And I died again. Oh, there's 2 people in chat. If you know me in real life, please don't say anything. I still have people in real life. I don't think... Well, I'm gonna keep that to myself. The less people know about me, the better. Okay, now there's 3 people. Okay, at least one of you guys do not know me in real life. Ooh, almost died. There we go. That was really clutch. Only did that in like 3 tries, I think. Okay. There's 4 people watching me? Who's watching me? Yeah, like it. Okay, hello everybody. I don't know what to say. Usually, I'm like a 2-view streamer. I don't get 4 views. It's like the most I've gotten in a while. I have streams where I had a lot of people. Usually where I'm talking about other people. Well, welcome everybody. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Let me guys know how y'all doing. I don't see any messages, so I don't know if that's because y'all just shy or it's people that I blocked that are trying to talk to me, which if that's the case, then you're blocked for a reason. I'm not gonna get into that right now. Okay. I don't think anybody cares about me right now. I don't think anybody from that is here. It's been like a year now, so whatever. Okay. Okay. And this is what I mean, that this is a really hard game. There's 6 people watching. Wow. Welcome, guys. This is Mario Escape from the Jail. It's a Rom Hack by I'm not exactly sure. I should put it in my titles who the Rom Hacks belong to. You're gonna see probably people from Twitter or something. That's probably what it is. I'm gonna see the analytics later. That's gotta be what it is. Oh, okay. There we go. Ooh. Ooh. That was so stressful. Well, welcome, everybody. Let me see. What is happening? I want to see all messages. No, it's just nobody's posted it. Okay. Well. I mean, I don't have any topics talking about right now, so if anybody wants to talk about something, of course, if it's appropriate, of course, anything appropriate, we can talk about it. What's this? What's this? I've never seen this part before. Okay. I'm going to do the path that I did before, and I'll get to that another time. Okay. Be careful with this guy here. This is very stressful. This is very stressful. Oh, is there a star in there? Let me see. Before I even go this way. They're just... Nah, it's just coins. Okay, let's get back. Don't do that. There we go. That's what you gotta do. Okay. 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 Now you. There we go. And there's a star over here. Here we go. Okay, there we go. Very nice. And we're gonna continue. We're gonna be in this world for a couple more stars. Oh, we start here. Okay, that's cool. You have to do this part here. Oh yeah, this is that lava part. Yeah, this is a hard one. I know I keep saying that, and then you like see me get through it and you're like, well, Dargo, you got to do pretty easily. I got it through pretty. I got through that part pretty easily because I already played that part already. I played that part already a couple times. You didn't see how many times I failed the first time. Of course, now I'm a little bit better at it because I did it already. I'm pretty sure this is not the way you're supposed to do it, but I can't do it the intended way. And if I could damage Bruce by, if I could, excuse me, if I could damage Bruce my way through, then I'm gonna do it. Okay. Don't hit the walls. There we go. That was way more easier than the first time I did it. That was way more easier than the first time I did it. Alternative dropway. I don't see anything. There's anything around here that I might need to go to? Let me see. Does this lead anywhere? No, it doesn't. It's just coins. There we go. Whoop. Got him. Okay. Man, what's happening with the world since the last time I was here? So we got riots in LA, and I don't feel like talking about that right now. But that sure is something crazy. That's crazy. Oh, there is a topic I would like to talk about, actually. So, get over there. Yeah, there we go. There we go. There we go. So, I might make this into, or probably not. I'll think about it, but I would like to talk about it right now. I got in a discussion with a fellow brother. This guy, he says he's an atheist, but I don't know if he really is an atheist or not. I don't know if he really is an atheist or not. But that's not relevant. That's not relevant. What is relevant is, so I got in a discussion with a fellow brother about alcohol. This guy is very anti-alcohol, and I want to be very clear, there's nothing wrong with abstinence. But the brother was trying to say that alcohol was evil. And I would say, basically saying is, alcohol cannot be evil if our Lord offered wine to a couple, not for liturgical use, alright? Now I'm going to be very clear here. It's one thing to have wine in the communion. I'm pretty sure this person wouldn't really care about that if it's being used liturgically or if it's being used for medicinal use, like how Saint Timothy took the wine to be healed. Excuse me, that's not Saint Timothy, but that was a recommendation by Paul to, back then, because parasites in food, you take wine in order to not okay, I can't do this one yet. So we're done here. Take some wine so you wouldn't die of parasites and food poisoning and stuff. I'm pretty sure that person would not say that's bad either. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about recreational use. Is wine bad for recreational use? And I'm basically saying it's not. And this guy is saying that it is. He's saying that it's evil. And I basically said that it cannot be evil. Abuse is evil. When you abuse it, it's evil. But yeah, he basically, I said that it cannot be evil for Lord recommended it, and he said that it is evil. And I'm saying that the Lord cannot recommend something that's evil. It's against his nature. And the brother was basically saying, I have to square that up then. And I'm like, there's like a corruption then. I'm like, there is no corruption. I show him the patristics, that is, there's no later corruption. Then he said he said, oh, well, it's not a later corruption. I never said that it was a later corruption. And I'm like, it's not a corruption at all. I showed him the Greek. Oino is wine in Greek, and yagin is wine in Hebrew. It's pretty explicit that it's wine, it's alcoholic wine. It's not grape juice. It is alcoholic wine, fermented grapes that our Lord offered. And he said, I don't care, it's evil. I'm like, okay, you're saying that something that the Lord recommended is evil. He can't say, he never says it. That's what I'm saying. This guy says that he's not a believer, but he can't put the two, he can't connect those two. So clearly he has some semblance of belief, although he's confused. But that's a separate topic. That's that. But what really I want to touch upon is what makes something evil. Evil according to who? He sent me a Twitter post saying that he does believe in objective morality. And as an atheist, I'm not exactly sure how do you square believing in objective morality as an atheist. His argument is basically that morality is true, like numbers are true, which is the same argument that Jordan Peterson makes, and it's like, I get where he's coming from, but it's incomplete. I do agree that in terms of realness, like of reality, it is within the same realm of reality. Like a super reality. I don't know the proper terms. Something that's metaphysically true. I do agree that they are the same category as aspects of the world that the world conforms to, not that it conforms to the world. So, yeah, that makes more sense. Aspects that the world conforms to, not that they conform to the world. Math is not dependent on our definitions and future zeitgeists. It just is. 2 plus 2 will always equal 4. You may have it in a different language, you may use different symbols, but 2, the concept of 2, will always equal 4 when you add another 2. That's never gonna change. It doesn't matter what symbols you use or how you write it, what you use to represent it. That just is. That's unchangeable. And morality is that way too, in objective morality. But the issue is that math is easier to grasp. Math is easier to grasp, unless you're a postmodernist. Nothing's easier to grasp for those people. But that's not. This guy is not a postmodernist, so that's not a good discussion. Objective morality. Trying to justify objective morality as an atheist. I'm not exactly sure how you square those two together. Like sure, you do have like studies showing certain behaviors and making links of how certain behaviors lead to better causes, but this is a very similar conversation to like what I've had with Chill Scrub in the past about, obviously, if actions have consequences and belief is an action, all right, belief is an action, it's not a static thing. when you believe in something, that influences what you do. I don't think there's anyone who's gonna, like, I don't think there's anyone on this planet, if you're honest, you're gonna disagree with that. So what am I saying? There are some beliefs that lead to, if you're measuring, like, societies or how well-being of a person, there are certain beliefs and attitudes that lead to better societies, better outcomes, whatever certain metrics, whatever that metric is. I think the metric this guy would use is morality, like well-being of a person. So there's clearly certain beliefs and attitudes that lead to a better well-being of a person. What is that certain belief? Well, it's religion. Well, which religion? That's a whole discussion in and of itself. So here's the problem. When I see it, when it comes to a lot of people, when it comes to like these exposed channels and all that type of stuff, is this person did a bad thing. I'm exposing this person because they did a bad thing. Bad according to who? According to me? Well, who cares what I say? Okay, I say they did something bad and the other person says they didn't do something bad. So, okay, now we're at a crossroads here. Bad according to who? There has to be some authority that we can both appeal to that other people are going to also, like, understand. Some people use the law. If somebody broke the law, of course, that's the easy thing to appeal to. This person broke the law, da-da-da-da-da. Please don't die. Okay, good. This person broke the law, here's the proof. If people agree that the law should not be broken, they're gonna take up on that. But what happens to when we're speaking about things that are not necessarily illegal? How do we speak when we speak about things that are not necessarily illegal? Like when it comes to consumption of certain media, I'll just say that. Consumption of certain media that does not have the thing that would make it illegal. Alright? Everybody involved in that certain kind of media is of the right mental capacity to be involved in that. Let's just say that. I'm being very vague because I don't like talking about that type of stuff, but it's the best example I can think of when it comes to these kinds of things. Consumption of that kind of media is not illegal if those parameters are met, but it's still bad. But bad according to who? Well, it's psychologically bad, but, you know, there's like a certain, to a certain extent, and I really hate that. I really hate this, that, like, and it's no one's fault but the scientists themselves, you know. This kind of certain scientism has led people to be just skeptical of just everything scientific, even of things that should not be. People shouldn't be skeptical of, just because of the attitude of certain scientists. So you have the studies. Well, I don't trust the studies because I don't trust scientists because they're involved in political stuff. And it's like, what do you say to that person? Because they are. The scientists are involved in political stuff. So what do you say to that? That doesn't mean that the science is not true. But if you're talking to a person and that's their reasoning, how can you speak to them? How can you convince them that... how can you convince them of anything, really? How do we move past there? You're trying to show them why something that they consume is not good for them. But they don't trust psychologists because a lot of psychologists make things up. Because they do. A lot of psychologists do make things up, and that doesn't mean that what you're presenting them is wrong. So, but the problem is that you're gonna have to. That is, you don't have a common authority to appeal to. You're gonna have to use something else. So what would that common authority be? The law? We can't use the law because it's not illegal. It's still bad for the person, but it's not illegal. So what are you gonna use? Okay, you can use personal anecdotes, like this person's life got ruined because they engaged in this kind of stuff. It is like, okay, that person got their life ruined, but it didn't ruin my life. According to me. You could say the opposite. You could say that that guy's life is probably not okay, but if we're talking about personal things, okay, that person may not have a good experience, but if it's just about good experiences, like, what if you have a person that they consume that kind of content and they don't have those bad experiences? So then all of a sudden it's just a matter, that's just that then, like, how you move from there? So you can't use that either. That's not something that you can both appeal to. You're gonna have to use something else. So you can't use the scientist because that person doesn't accept it. You can't use personal anecdotes because if it's just a personal thing, then okay, then for me, like if the person speaking, for me it doesn't have those effects. That person may have a bad experience, but I don't have that experience. So where else can we go? Where can we go from there? And appealing to famous people is going to get you the same result. Like, okay, this famous person said it's bad, but this other famous person said it's not bad. So you see, once again, we can keep on finding more and more things. You could say it's weak. Well, you say it's weak. Weak according to who? What is your definition of weakness? What's your definition of evil? What's your definition of what's good? You say it's bad. What you mean by that? You say it's good. What you mean by that? And very soon a lot of people, they're gonna come to a point where, well, outside of that particular topic, how can you say anything is good? How can you say anything is bad? Good according to who? Bad according to who? And you can't live a life like that. Those questions need to be answered. Eventually, you're going to need to have answers to those questions because you cannot. It's just impossible. You cannot live with just not having answers to those questions. You can fool yourself into thinking you don't need those answers, but you're either going to become a nihilist. A lot of people become nihilists. You're going to become a nihilist, you're going to become suicidal, or you're going to... shouldn't have said that word, too. But anyways. You're either going to become a nihilist, or you're going to become a hedonist, which is the same thing. You're running away. A hedonism is you're running away. You're trying to drown out your feelings with pleasure. And that's running away. I don't believe in stoicism. I don't believe in stoicism. The solution to that is not stoicism. It's going to be what I'm about to talk about. I'm speaking a really round way, kind of like in circles here. I'm speaking in circles because it's not a thought that I have really. Like I'm still working these things out. But essentially, what I'm just gonna cut to the chase. You need God. This is why people turn to religion. Well, one of the reasons why. Oh, I can't speak for everybody, of course. But this is the reason why some people turn to religion. This is why I started to look into religion, at least for myself. Is that how can we answer that question? you're gonna see like how to. This is a very big dilemma, and yet societies, for at least historically, for a couple years, I mean thousands upon tens of thousands of years, have been going along without worrying about it because they have a common system to appeal to, right? And what's that common system always? It's God. Even the Constitution. Okay, we have the rights. We have the freedom of speech, freedom of self-expression, freedom of so-and-so. According to who? According to who are these freedoms? Well, they're according to God. According to God, we've been given a mind. And if we've been given a mind, it's because we have free thought. At least that's the argument of the people writing the Constitution. You don't have to agree with that, but the point is that it's God. That's what they appeal to. Because if they don't appeal to God, then according to who are those freedoms? The founding fathers say we have those freedoms. We have those freedoms, but the King George III says we don't have those freedoms. So, you know. And why should we listen to the founding fathers over the king? Why should we bother? Why should we bother with the founding fathers over the king? Well, because the king is violating something. Violating what? What is he violating? He is violating. He is overreaching in his God-given position to enact policies that he has no authority to enact. It's an overreach. Oh, overreach according to who? According to God. And that's it. It's very simple. Now we can then debate to what extent, but we're debating theology now. We're debating theology at that point. It may not be a set thing because there's different denominations. There's even different religions. Like not everybody's a Christian. Some people are Jews. Some people are Muslims. But even still, we're still debating theology. As much as I know the online sphere, as much as Muslims are Muslims, it's still easier to debate with a Muslim than it is with an atheist. Because at least with a Muslim, I can say, you know, Allah would not appreciate taxation without representation. You know, something along those lines. And, well, the Muslim might say whatever the Muslim says. The point is, to circle back to what I was talking about before. Yeah, morality is objective, but it's at some point you have to say like where, what, to who, to what, to what extent, who are we talking about? Objective according to who? It's got to be according to somebody. There's got to be an ultimate authority everybody appeals to, or else we can't go nowhere. Because then it's just my opinion. Why should you listen to my opinion? Who cares what Dargo has to say about anything? Well, I mean, that's the thing. Who cares what Dargo has to say about anything? Who said that it was Dargo saying? Who said that it was Dargo's words? I'm just quoting the person who we should act, the person who it actually matters. Anyways, these are very complex topics that don't have easy solutions, that don't have easy answers to. And to that one person who I'm talking about, I don't know. I don't know what to say. I'm just gonna go on a ride and see where this takes me. I'm trying to... How do I get that star? There we go. Oh, you had to move the bird. I didn't know you could move the bird. I didn't know you could move the bird. I thought you just hold on to the bird and the bird moves by itself. I didn't know you could move it. Okay, that's interesting. I didn't know that. I don't know if that's in the vanilla game or they put it in this game. It's kind of hard when it comes to these kind of games. It's kind of hard to tell what's in vanilla because Mario 64 has so many random stuff that you probably might see in one level in one random place that never gets used ever again. Because the people who made Mario 64 just like doing things like that. They just added random features as a one-time thing. And they have a lot of things like that, by the way. I can't think of any at the top of my head because I don't play Mario 64 enough to say which is vanilla, which is a vanilla feature, and which is a thing that's used in ROM hacks. I don't play Mario 64 enough to tell you that. But yeah. Like the respawning at certain places instead of starting the level all over again, that is a feature that's used in the boss battles. Like when you lose the Bowser fight, you don't start all the way back from the beginning and go all the way through the level again. You start at the pipe and then you go back in the pipe again. You don't start the level all over again. Which is interesting that Nintendo put that feature for the Bowser fights, but they don't put that for the rest of the levels. It would have been a lot more easier if they did it that way, but you know what? I don't think anybody's complaining about Mario 64. Mario 64 is a legendary game. It's just that there's things like that, and it's like, if you did it that way, why didn't you do it? And like, if you had the technology to do it a certain way, why didn't you just put that throughout the game? You clearly did in one area. Why don't you just use it again? But, you know. I thought you didn't know that this could be used sideways, which I didn't know this could be used sideways. Go! Go! Don't fall off, please. Okay. Gonna get more stars here. Well, I'm getting through these stars, man. I'm right back to where I started. I'm already at 12 stars. Wow. Lonely Star, I believe, is that one star we were looking that's all the way at the edge. Is it? What's in here? Is this? It's just coins. They're not gonna put a star all the way at the beginning of the level. That'll be ridiculous. Okay. And touching the floor restarts the, like, puts you back on top, so you can't damage boost your way over there. It's not gonna work. Okay. Oh, I don't even have to do all that. I could just walk through. Alright. The issue is, oh, this is it's insanely hard. So what you have to do is you have to get this teeter-totter to go up here, but it's like, so I'm not exactly sure. Maybe if I do it and then bounce off the wall, I'll have enough height to get up there. But that's gonna be hard to do. Can you even bounce off this wall? Yes, you can. Okay, okay. But I don't. You need to have. When you bounce off walls, you need to have enough speed. And if the incline is too much, you're not gonna have enough speed to do it. Oh, 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 oh. And that can happen too. Bro, how do you do this, yo? Oh, okay. I guess you do it like that. And get to a good place. I don't know. Okay, I guess that's the way to do it. Huh? I wasn't expecting it to get it done that fast, but I did it. That was simple, I guess. Wow. I wasn't expecting to get it that fast. That was pretty interesting. Okay, now we did activate that ice button, but I don't know exactly. Oh, yeah. Okay, there we go. Oh, okay, so. Is this the way you're supposed to do this? Oh my goodness. Okay, let's try that again. Yeah, we got the stars here. I mean, that was pretty simple. Thought there was more I would have to do here. And then there's also, I mean, there's also the 100 coins. I think this has 100 coins. I think this ROM hack has 100 coins. Some ROM hacks they have 100 coins turned off, but I think this ROM hack has it still turned off. There we go. Ha 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 ha. We did it. Nice. Okay. I'm really dreading this, but we got this far, and there's nothing else for us to do. We have to go through here. Now, this is a time trial. Okay, we got this. Now we're at 15. And this is very hard. But we're gonna try to do it anyways. So this we gotta, yeah. get through it at a certain time. Okay. It's one thing to get through it at a certain time, it's another thing to not die at the end, too. Which is another difficulty. So, at least we have the leniency of damage boosting. But we can't abuse that because we don't have infinite lives. We don't have infinite health. Come on. Okay, I'm about to lose all my time in this. Come on, come on. Here, bruh. Oh my goodness, yo. I think I'm done already, yeah. Bruh. 2 minutes is insane. We're not. Okay, let's try that again. Okay. Come on, man, let's take it. Whoa! Man! Come on, man. You know, after playing that Rom Hack, Mario Into the Multiverse, I kind of miss all the power-ups. But I guess it probably wasn't a good idea to have that as my first Rom Hack I played. Because now I'm spoiled. I expect a bunch of crazy stuff, and just Rom Hacks are just not that crazy. They don't usually have that much crazy stuff. All that like it's a very high quality ROM. I'll just say that's just really it. It's a very high quality ROM hack, and now I'm spoiled. I think I'm gonna be expecting that, and it's like you're not gonna be getting that kind of experience. Oh my goodness! Please let me get through this. Okay, hold on a second. Let me. Okay, we got other stars here. According to the website I got this from, this has 50 stars in total, so it's actually not that much. But it's 50 stars. The original game has 120, technically 121, but you're only meant to have 120. I think the extra 121 is a glitch. I don't remember. It's been a while since I looked at these type of things. Okay. Bro, I'm so bad at wall jumping. I don't think I'm going to be doing a Mario 64 Kaiser, because I can't pull off wall jumps. Now, I don't know where these enemies are. I have seen them in other ROM hacks. I think there's something. I think they might be in the game. It's just that they're not used. They're not used in the game. Okay. Huh. Oh, come on, man. That was so close. Okay. Let's try that again. I might not be able to do this stream. We might not be able to do this today. I'm still gonna try. I'm gonna do it like a couple more times, and if we can't get through, I guess I'll just call it here. I don't feel like to stop though. I don't feel like stopping, so I might actually like end this and then play a different game. that's what I might do. But that depends on how I feel at the end of this. I might even play Crusader Kings, but I'm gonna wait until that pack comes out, the China pack, when that's available, and I'm dead. Yeah, let's give this a couple more tries, and then we'll probably play a different game. 'Cause I don't feel like stopping. I got a lot of energy. I feel grabbing. I feel right with the Lord right now. I've been going to daily mass ever since I had First Communion. Not gonna tell you when I had it, but that's just what I've been doing. Yeah, man, and I had intinction too. I had intinction, which intinction, by the way, is the bread dipped in the wine. That's what intinction is. Okay. Man, I tried to save it, not good. Okay, that was obviously robbery. I think I can get through it. I can get through it. I don't think this is actually that long. Okay, let's just restart. I don't think this level is that hard. It's just mad hard. That's what it is. Just gotta be real careful here. Get on the triangle thing. There we go. Come on, bruh. There's this part over here, and this part basically is don't fall off. Ooh, ooh, oh my goodness. No! Oh my goodness. I think that was it right there at the end. Yo, that's intense, man. They keep on giving me... Alright. They keep on giving me wall jumps, knowing that I suck at wall jumps, man. Just I suck at wall jumps, man. I can't do it right. It doesn't help that when you're in lava, you die in 3 hits. Alright, man. Okay, I'm gonna say 3 more tries. So this is the 3rd try. We got 2 more. Okay. I'm gonna start again because that one didn't count. That one didn't count. 3 more tries if I get past the triangle. Well, if I get to the triangle. Once I get to the triangle, it counts as a try. So if I fall here, I'll just start again. Alright, man. Okay, don't fall there, of course. Alright. Getting better at the wall jumps now, so hopefully once I get over there it'll be easier. The only thing here is that I gotta be very careful to land carefully. Then here I can long jump. Don't fall off though. And I did exactly what I said. Okay, so now 2 more tries. That was robbery. I failed because I made I just slipped. That is crazy. Oh! That doesn't count as a try because I didn't get to the triangle. So we're still on the second try. Okay. Well. Okay, now the try starts. Hopefully this can be the one. I feel good. I feel good about this one. I say that as I fall into the lava. Okay, let's get this done. Okay. I don't know what that was, but moving on. Okay, we're on this side now. Okay. I think I exaggerated. You just gotta just do that. Okay. No! Get back up, get back up. There we go. Come on, man. Alright, this is the last try. I don't know why, I just can't wall jump. I don't know why. I don't know what I'm doing. I wonder if that's either because like they changed the way they wall jump it works in this Rom Hack, or I'm just trash. Alright, that's it. Nah, it doesn't count because I didn't get to the triangle. That's my rule, the rule that I made. I technically didn't get there yet. I didn't touch it yet, so this doesn't count. Okay. I might actually make this my last run, regardless of what happens. Regardless of what happens, this is gonna be my last one, because I don't want to be doing this all. There's a time and a place. There's a time and a place. Depending on what happens here, I'm gonna let you guys know if I'm probably gonna play a different game. But I feel good. I feel the energy to have one more stream. I don't feel like I need it, but I do want to play something else right now. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that's it. Wow. Absolute robbery. Well, guys, I'm fortunate that I wasn't able to get past that last part. But we can leave that for another stream, man. We always have tomorrow. There's a... Wait, this... Wait, you can... Oh, wow, that's so cool. I didn't know you could do that. Is that in the vanilla game, or is that something that they just made up right now? No, that's not in the vanilla game, because that was in the vanilla game. Like, speedrunners would be abusing that. Wow, I didn't know that. Okay. So if I go to like okay, that's okay. Now I'm gone. So guys, that's gonna be it for me today. Hope you guys, well, it's not gonna be it for this is very awkward. I did say I might play different games, so now I have to think about it. Is there a different game I'm gonna play? Let's see. Not exactly sure though. I do feel like playing another game right now. I just don't know what to play. I don't feel like playing another Mario Rom Hack though. I don't know. No, I mean there was one time I streamed 2 streams in one day, but I already had planned I was gonna do that anyways. Like it's like planned already. Well, guys, if there's a particular game you'd like to see me play, I mean, there's always that. Of course, it's got to be something appropriate. Not playing anything to test YouTube features, of course. Okay. Let's see. Now, if I play Crusader Kings, that's going to take forever, and it's already 10 o'clock, so something that's going to be less than an hour long. Because I like to take my time in that game. Even though nobody comes to see it. People came to see this stream, which is very interesting. Well, I don't want to waste you guys' time. I'm gonna head out now, and we'll see how I feel about later. I'll keep you guys posted. Well, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. There was a lot to talk about, a lot to do. Hopefully, we'll get through the time trial in the next stream eventually. See you guys later. God bless y'all, and take care of yourselves. Peace out.